Hello. Let's start the today's session. Okay. So before that, we have seen the cases for the invoice posting. Correct. So anyone can tell me what are the cases we have seen for the invoice posting? Kirtan or Rashekar. Rashekar, can you tell me?
Sir, invite posting not revised.
Hmm. Okay. What are the cases we have seen for that invoice posting?
Sir, credit memo,
Okay. Credit memo, standard invoicing,
standard
then
invoicing.
subsequent credit note and subsequent debit note. Okay, so in that invoicing we have one topic which is called as a evaluated receipt settlement. Okay, so that topic is remaining. So today we are going to learn about that. What is that evaluated receipt settlement? Okay, so as name itself suggests, so it will be the means, so as we are doing the creation of the automatic purchase order, okay, by using the ME59 ENT code, correct? So in that way, same. So we are doing the evaluated settlement of any invoice. Okay, so the process for posting the invoice without any reference to the invoice received from the vendor. So that process here we call it as a evaluated receipt settlement here. Okay, so ERS is used, the short form of that evaluated receipt settlement called as a ERS here. Okay, so is used when the more number of the invoices are pending. Okay, so means the same with respect to the same vendor. Okay, so we have the more number of the invoices, multiple, more than one, two, three. Okay, so for that reason, we are going to use this evaluated receipt settlement for posting the multiple invoices in a single tab. Okay, so for that, we only require the goods receipt will be completed at the time of where we are when we are going to enter the invoice with respect to the ERS there. Okay, so for the bulk invoice verification, we are going to use this term called as a evaluated receipt settlement. Okay, so what is the benefit of using this ERS? Okay, so first one, it will be time saving. Okay, as we need to go for the single invoices. Okay, so in Miro we are entering the single purchase order number, then again enter the amount, whatever the tax code we need to select. Okay, so each and every data we need to enter there. Okay, sometimes what will happen whenever we are going to put the manual data while invoice verification, okay, in Miro, so some manual errors are also occurred there. Okay, but in ERS, what will happen? It will be automatically posting the invoice without any entering the data there. Okay, so only the some settings we are going to do whenever we are going to create any vendor master. Okay, so there is a one setting for that evaluated receipt settlement. Okay, and why these will become, okay, so when the company and vendor, there is an agreement between a company or plant with respect to the vendor. Okay, so vendor is not supplying us any invoices. Okay, they are directly supplying the material whatever they have delivered, and we are directly entering that into the Migo, and we are doing the goods receipt, and with respect to the that goods receipt, we are going to post the invoice directly. Okay, so there is no requirement of invoice again and again from the side of vendor. Okay, so that is the mutual understanding between the company and the supplier there. Okay, so for that, company has doing some contract, so whatever the material you are going to supply, it will be the specific at the time period. Okay, you can supply it, and we are directly going to post the invoice without any physically getting the invoicing document from the vendor side. Okay, so that is also one requirement for that ERS system here. Okay, so how it will be applicable, we can go and check the step by step procedure. What is that evaluated receipt settlement and what are the prerequisites required for this ERS system there. Okay, so just go to the SAP. So first prerequisite is that, so whenever you are going to create any vendor master, okay, so at that time you can enter or select the ERS. Okay, so I will show you in the purchasing view how it will be come there. Okay, so what we can do, we can create a one vendor. Okay, we can create one vendor by using xk01, or also you can use the existing vendor code also, no problem there. Okay, so here I can go and create a one vendor master. Okay, so enter the required data. Okay, so I can just enter the name of that vendor, enter the required things, reconciliation account, cash management group. Yeah, whenever you are going to create the ERS, so the payment terms are compulsory. Okay, so if you are not maintain the payment terms, the system will be giving you the error there. Okay, so the always remember what are the payment terms you are going to do. Just maintain each and every time for the evaluated receipt settlement. Okay, so here under the purchasing fee of creation of the vendor master, always we are going to select the GR based invoice verification. Okay, so below that we have the two options called auto evaluated GR settlement. Okay, so both the ticks we are going to select here, auto evaluation GR settlement, read and deleting. Okay, so both we need to select it. Okay, that is the requisite for the ERS there. Okay, so both you want to tick here. Okay, just click on the save. So the vendor, whatever we have created, again, if you want to use the existing vendor, just change by using xk02. You can come and just click on that existing vendor also there. Okay, so no problem if you are going to use any existing vendor code also. Okay, then whenever what we can do, we can just create the two material for the ERS. Okay, you can use the existing material also there. Okay, no problem. So what I can do, I can just create one or two material which is I'm going to purchase from that vendor only there. Okay, in material master there is no any change. Okay, just create the material, copy it. What I can do here, I can just create the two material. Okay, and for that two material, I'm going to create the two different purchase order, and again I am going to receive that material two times. Okay, and there are the two invoices will be pending for the payment. How we can do that? We will check in the ERS system there. Okay, again need, this is the second material I want to create here. Just save this. In this way, we have created the two material and one vendor. Okay, so the prerequisite is only in a vendor master. Okay, so right now, after creating the vendor and material, the next we are going to maintain the purchase info record there. Okay, so which vendor we have created? Even okay, and 328. Now what I can do? Initially, I can create the info record for material which we have recently created. Okay, just enter the plant and purchasing organization. Okay, so this is the mandatory to maintain the info record for the ERS system here. Okay, so enter the as per your requirement here, then plant delivery time and purchase group as a TP1. Okay, so in this, whenever you are doing any ERS, so it's always mandatory to put the tax code in the info record. Okay, so if you are not maintaining, the system is showing you the error there. Okay, so tax procedure has been changed. Only one entry there. Price I need to maintain for that material as a 20. What I can do, I can change the tax procedure. Then we will go. I'm gonna change as a training system. Someone has come and changed the tax procedure there. Okay, so that's why we need to again set for our country code. So the tax procedure is a taxing. This is not our work, so this is done by the finance team only there. Okay, so don't go for change any tax code. So for India, someone has changed. I'm just going and do this. Okay, and again I need to create the info record right now. Which tax codes are coming here? We will check right now. V0 I'm going to select as a tax code. Okay, so this is mandatory whenever you are going to create any info record for the ERS. Okay, so always you can enter the tax code without failure. Okay, so if you are not, then system is showing you the error there. Okay, and just save the info record for both the material there. Okay, so if you are not maintaining any info record, so the system will be not doing that ERS there. Okay, so for the first material and the single vendor, I have maintained the info record. Again, I need to maintain the info record for the below material. If you have already maintained the info record, what you can do, you can just enter the tax code, okay, in a ME12, and you can use that one info record also there. Okay, so don't worry about that. If you have already maintained the info record for any material, you can also use the existing one there. Okay, again I need to enter the price of that material. All the things are same. Just save the info record. Okay, so both the material we have created the info record. Okay, so for first one also and second material with the same vendor. Okay, so what I can do, after creating info record, we are directly going to create the purchase order there. Okay, to select the vendor which we have maintained there. Okay, so this is the vendor. Okay, enter the vendor number, organization data, and the material which you need to create the purchase order there. Okay, so just I can enter the material quantity. Okay, so as per the info record, whatever the price we have maintained, it will be come here. Okay, so in this way you can create the PO, and only the difference is that whenever you are going under the invoicing tab, so these ticks are always there. Okay, so GR based invoice, and the new one is a ERS. How this will automatically come? Because in the vendor master, the creation, we have said that checkbox here. Okay, so that's the reason it will be automatically come during the purchase order creation. Okay, so always check under the item details under the invoice. Okay, again you need to check the tax code here, whatever you have maintained there. Okay, so just check, and no any error in the system, just save the purchase order here. Okay, so for the first material with the same vendor, we have created the one purchase order there. Okay, so just I can put the purchase order number here. Okay, then what I can do, I can just receive the material with respect to this purchase order. Okay, so just go to the Migo and receive the material with respect to the purchase order. Okay, just click on the item. Okay, and check. Okay, no any errors, just post the material document there. Okay, so as you posted material document, so it will be creating the purchase order history in a whatever the purchase order you have created there. Okay, so this is the first PO. Okay, again the invoicing I have remaining in that case. Okay, so what I can do, again I am going to create the purchase order for this material. Okay, the second purchase order with the same vendor. Okay, so again I can go and create the second PO with the same vendor. The material is a different. Okay, the quantity, initially I need to enter the header data. Material is a second one. Your quantity I can put plant and storage location. Okay, so automatically it will be fetch the price from the info record. Okay, and again under the item details, this T should be here, ERS, evaluated receipt settlement, as well as GR based invoice verification. Okay, just check the purchase order. Okay, and save the PO. Okay, so that PO will be saved. Okay, so for the same vendor, we have created the two purchase order and two different material document we need to post here. Okay, so again I can go and receive the material with respect to this purchase order. Okay, so the invoice posting for both the POs is pending. Okay, so at the same time, how we can do that invoice posting, we will see that. Okay, so just check. Okay, no any error in the system, post the material document there. Okay, so as we have going to post. Okay, just check the purchase order history here. Be on mute. Who's there? Hello.
Sorry, Maharashtra.
Okay. Okay. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me later. Okay. So here we are. Okay. So as we have created the two different POs with the same vendor, and we are also received the material there. Correct. So right now only the thing is what the last is a invoice posting will be remain for the both the purchase order there. Okay, so how we can do, so there is a tick code called as a MRRL is used for the ERS there. Okay, so where it will become under the materials management, under the logistic invoice verification. Okay, so it will become under the automatic settlement. Okay, so already we have seen that MRKO, correct, consignment and pipeline settlement, correct. Then today we are going to learn about this evaluated receipt settlement, MRRL. Okay, so you can directly enter the T code also there, and by following the path you can check in this way. Okay, so as we have the two invoice posting will be remain there. Okay, so this is the screen of MRRL. You can just enter the company code, plant, and the vendor which you need to post the invoice there. Okay, so if you are not putting the vendor, so what the system will be showing you, whatever the invoicing are what are the POs are to be posted here. Okay, so there is no any FI document will be posted here, no document invoice document will be right now here. Okay, so why? Because I only selected the test run here. Okay, so it will be showing what are the POs will be remain for the invoice posting 61 and 62. These are the two purchase orders which have remain for the invoice posting, correct? Whatever you can. Okay, so this is the 61 and this is 62. Okay, just click on that. Okay, and check the purchase order history. Right now only the goods receipt document will be saved here. Okay, no any invoice posting here. Okay, so what you can do, go to the tick code of MRRL. Okay, if you have the vendor specific invoices, you can enter the vendor code here. Yeah, if you don't have, or if you have the multiple vendors pending for the invoices, you can just enter the company code and plant and click on the execute. For the test run, you can just tick this, and if you are directly going for the settlement, just remove this tick mark and click on that settle goods item plus plant delivery cost. Okay, so we have already seen what is the case of plant delivery cost there. Okay, and the good settlement of goods we are doing every time there. Okay, so just remove that test run, click on the settle goods item, and then go on the execute. Okay, so once you can click on the execute, so the document or invoice will be posted there. If you want to see, just double click on that. Okay, so it will be showing whatever the invoices we are going to posted here. Okay, so the amount will be automatically come tax code. Okay, so this will be very quickly we are going to close the multiple purchase order by doing the invoice posting automatically by using the ERS there. Okay, so that's the benefit. You can enter the multiple invoices with the various vendors, okay, in your company by using this ERS there. Okay, so in this way you can check. Okay, so there are the two invoices we have posted, correct? So one is for this purchase order and second one is for the different one, correct? So it will be automatically selecting the tax code as per our sitting in the purchase info record, correct? So each and every time whenever we are going to do the manually invoicing process, okay, so it will be the time consuming there. Okay, so if you want to check the FI documents, it will be also showing what is the amount is going to pay for the vendor, correct? So in this way you can check. If you want to go and check the purchase order history again, you can check in a MA23, and right now it will be stored the information about invoice what we have posted there. Okay, so right now it will be showing the invoice number for the 61 also, as well as 62 also we are going to check there. Okay, so right now the invoicing for the multiple purchase order with respect to the same vendor today we have seen, we can try for the different vendor with respect to the different material there. Okay, so but the requiring is only that always maintain the tax code in a info record, and for the vendor master you need to select the that three tick marks, so auto evaluated receipt settlement. Okay, so that's the two prerequisite for that automatic settlement for the multiple POs. Okay, so without any invoice issued from the vendor, we are going to do the invoice posting of multiple